Hello everybody! In this video, I am going to present my understanding, my personal intuitive understanding on the love life for the zodiac sign of Aquarius for the month of December 2017. Aquarius, moon, sun, rising, and of course, hello to the cross watchers, you are always welcomed. So as you can see, I have already spread the cards. 5 for the near past, meaning the second half of November. 5 for the present, meaning the month of December, and 5 for the near future, meaning the beginning of the year of 2018. I also use bottom deck cards in order to give me a better understanding of the situation of the reading. And I must confess that up to all the love readings that I have done for the month of December, your reading is the most confusing. And soon you will know why. So it looks like you are having a confusion as well, an emotional confusion, just like I do while looking at all of these cards. It looks like you have to go inside, in your inner world, in order to find solution for a problem, an emotional problem that you're facing. And why I say that there is a problem, because there looks that there is a fight between feelings and emotions and passion. So it's either you have two options when it comes to your love life. Either you have two people that you consider options in your love life. One that provides feelings, emotions, commitment, continuity of the feeling, and one that provides passion, adventure, risks, courage. Either you are in a relationship that has passion and no feelings, or that has feelings and no passion. Either you search for someone, or someone new, or maybe somebody from your past comes back and provides something that you lack in your relationship. Either you try to find in your mind ways to rekindle your relationship, either with passion, either with feelings. But it looks like you are trying to juggle either two people, either two situations, either two options in order to fulfill what you're missing, in order to receive what you're missing. So it's probable that either you are in a very emotional state during this period of time, and you are trying to find a passion and adventure and courage and determination and risk. Either you know what you are missing in your love life, and you go deep inside your head, deep inside your mind, in order to find solutions and in order to decide what you really want. Because it looks like either you're in a long-term relationship where the emotions and the feelings are very strong and are very stable and are very, rooted, and you miss the passion. Because once you are in a long-term relationship, the passion might go, little by little, and transforming, like a long-term relationship can transform into a romantic friendship. where the emotional connection is the main idea. And then the passion is going away. The butterflies in your stomach. And I told you, it's either you have two people, one that provides love and one that provides passion. Either you're very emotional during this time and the feelings get the better of you, and now you're trying to find some fire, some real fire in your life, some passion and some risk and some adventure and some boldness. But now I will get a bit into the details. So the bottom deck cards. Usually I use one bottom deck card, but I told you that your reading being so confusing for me, I needed more reinforcement cards. So the first that came up is the High Priestess, and the High Priestess talks about going into your inner world, going into your subconscious, even unconscious world, and look for the answers. Use your intuition, follow your heart, listening to your inner voice, listening to what is it that you really want, because most of the time we go through life using automatism, using the things that we are very used to, because we don't have to always access our inner world, especially in our mature years, because as I said, we create automatisms, we create patterns, we create emotional, behavioral, professional patterns, and they are at hand, and we use them on a daily basis. So the moments when we are really searching inside are quite rare, and they only appear in situations when we have either a confusion, either a problem, either something unusual, something that we do not face on a daily basis. Yeah? And I asked why. Why does Aquarius has to go inside and try to find inner truths and deeper understanding? And then I received the Four of Cups. I have seen in another reading both of these cards, so it looks like more people are trying to look in the inside at this time of the year, because it's December, and now we are trying to look at a bigger picture of how our year was, at how our life was during this year. So, but especially love life, since this is a love reading. So as I said, then we have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups, it talks about going in the inside. As the High Priestess, it really reinforces the card, and being self-absorbed, but being so self-absorbed that we are incapable of seeing all the options that are out there, the emotional options that are out there. Or this could mean also a person from the past that once upon a time offered us the cup of love, and made us feel so good, made you feel so good, and so full of love, that now you are searching for that again. You are searching for that feeling again. But it looks like you're going in your inside in order to find out what you really want in your love life, and in your emotions, in your feelings, in your relationship. And then I asked, is there anything more that I should know for the Aquarius. And then I received the Five of Swords. And the swords represent air energy. And you are an air sign. So the Five of Swords tells us that you need to separate yourself, that you are separating yourself from others and looking at your own interests, thinking of your own interests, being self-interested, using introspection, that what the High Priestess tells you to. But to use your intuition, but on both sides, both emotional and both rational, cognitive. So it looks like you go inside in order to see what you really think and what you really feel. And to see if this is a good situation for you or not. Yeah, it's an inner search that you are doing, and as I said, multiple zodiac signs are going through this inner search, because we cannot always be sure. Love is one of those chapters of our lives where we are the most unsure, especially because more than one person is involved. And so the control over this part of our lives is very little. And once there is more than one person, sometimes even us, we manage to surprise ourselves. Sometimes even us, we lose self-control. So it's even worse when it comes to security and to control, when there's a love situation. So every now and then we need to take this moment to look inside, to listen to our inner voice, to listen to what our deepest part wants to tell us. Just to be silent and to be a bit separated from others in order to have a greater picture on your current life, and more specifically in your love life. So this is the general spirit, the general atmosphere of you taking some time alone, separating yourself, yeah, in order to figure out what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and what your intuition tells you. So now I will enter into a bit more detailed idea about this. So entering into November, or second half, but this first card, it doesn't look like this is recent. It looks like you have been feeling like this for quite some time. And the Nine of Swords, swords again, it's air energy, so your energy. The Nine of Swords is, it talks about worry, anguish, sleepless nights, listening to your inner voice. So we usually have the time, and we are less distracted by people or by things during the night. So it looks like you have spent quite some sleepless nights because you are worried. Maybe for some of you, maybe you are even feeling guilty because of something. But this is a pain within. If the Three of Swords is a heartbreak caused by somebody or by an external situation, the Nine of Swords talks about an inner pain. that it usually is caused by our inner world, our inner fears, doubts, worries, insecurities, vulnerabilities. So it looks like you are in a vulnerable spot in your life. It's not really a big distress, like it's not really something that happened. It doesn't look like something major happened. It's just, something inside of you is telling you that something is not right. And this creates doubt and fears and insecurities, yeah? It's like an inner world warning. It's the voice of the intuition that tells you to be cautious. Something is not right. Something does not feel right, either with you, either with somebody. And this worries you to a certain level. And the second card is the Two of Cups. So it's quite confusing a bit. It definitely is that you are worried, or you're feeling guilty, or you have sleepless nights, going on a difficult path in your love life. With these Two of Cups, they represent connection, they represent partnership. They represent two people giving their cup of love to one another in a passionate way, because we have the Leo or the lion there. And I was wondering if this is a moment where either somebody new comes in your life, either you are worried about a connection that you have. And looking at it, and now the two first cards, the person that is crying and keeping the head in the arms, in the palms, in the hands, is facing this. So I believe that you are worried due to your relationship, or due to somebody that you would want to be in a relationship with. So it definitely is a matter of connection, truth, and attraction that you are dealing with. And this is what is creating some problems and some anguish and some worries and some guilt. It could be for some of you that you fell in love with the wrong person. And this is what worries you. And what I mean by the wrong person is that either you are already in a relationship and you start feeling something for somebody else, and then it's the guilt and you don't know what to do. It's either the person you have fallen in love with is already in a connection, is already in a relationship, and then this is what worries you, this is what upsets you. Or there is a problem of your current relationship. And I was wondering that maybe you do not know if you should give and receive the cup of love. Like, these are some questions for you, and maybe you resonate. Are you worried about your relationship? Is your intuition telling you that something is wrong? Maybe you fear that your love, your relationship is creating a gap between you, or you and the two of you, and the rest of the world. Do you have two options? Do you have two cups of love? And you don't know what to choose, and you don't know what to do. So all of these questions, maybe you resonate with one of these. Yeah. But I told you, the entire reading is confusing. The entire reading is about you trying to find the answer about a choice, about something that you should do, something that you should decide. Either about your current relationship, either about a possible relationship, either about a three-party situation. Yeah. Then we have the Fool, and so confusing. The Fool is air. The Fool is air energy. So here is your energy again. But the Fool talks about a new beginning, new phase, new path, new adventure, living in the moment, letting go of expectations, staying open. But it's also about some lesson that we have to learn, and it's the lesson of the fall. And what does this lesson tell us? That there are consequences. You see how there is this dog, the loyal friend of the Fool, of the wanderer. And once the Fool is going to fall, the dog most likely will follow. And that maybe this is a lesson for you to understand that your actions, your thoughts, your feelings affect other people as well. So if you fall, other people will fall with you. And it's also the lesson that if you fall, you need to keep on going. You fall off the cliff, you take care of your injuries, but keep on moving and learn from your mistakes. So yet again, take what I say and see if it resonates for you. But this card talks about being unaware, talks about not knowing, like allowing destiny and faith to choose for you. It looks like you're just you're about to lose your innocence. It looks like that. So again, I have some questions for you. Are you playing Russian roulette? Do you want to allow faith and destiny to choose for you, as we talked before? Are you in a new situation that makes you feel like a novice because you are unaware, undecided, incapable to choose for yourself, and then you're just looking at the skies and letting other people or letting destiny to choose for you? Or this is also like, did love take you by surprise? Are you alone and a bit worried to fall in love with? Like, are you single and afraid to have a new beginning? Or are you in a relationship and you've fallen in love with somebody else and you're afraid of it? Or are you in a relationship and you believe that a next step is needed, like becoming engaged, getting married, having children, and a new beginning is needed, but not a new beginning with somebody new, but maybe a new beginning, a new stage with your partner, and you're afraid because you do not know what is going to happen. And it's either way, it looks like you're afraid due to a love connection that needs a new beginning. Either the beginning of a stage, either a real new beginning. And as I told you before, there is a lot of emotions and cups in the November part and the December part. So it's either you are dealing with a water sign, yeah, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Either a lot of emotions are involved, either both connected. Like your emotional situation is caused by a water sign. So the next card is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups talks more about an energy, but also of an undecided person. A person that moves from one feeling to another, that is not very either aware of the feelings, either confident in her feelings. So the Knight of Cups usually asks for balance, for emotional balance, because the Knight has both a positive and a negative side. So the positive side is that this person or you is a very sensitive soul, loves to love, reaches the deepest levels of emotions, is romantic, and manifests her feelings easily. But also has a negative sign, because sometimes he or she can be melodramatic and go in melodramatic moods. The emotions get the better of the person. The person is temperamental, takes offense easily, and runs away from unpleasant situations instead of facing them and solving the problem. Just whoops, runs away. So the Knight of Cups talks about a need for balance, and to look within yourself and think about yourself, think about your life, think about your relationship, and reach a balance, or take an emotional decision, like stop going. But this is either you, either somebody else, either the entire energy of your emotional situation that asks for balance, to balance the positive and the negative. And then the last card for the past is the Queen of Cups. And again, water energy. Again, emotions. Again, possibly a water sign. As I said, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But the Queen of Cups, it has a very related energy to the High Priestess that you had in the bottom deck card. And this queen is very tender-hearted, is very loving, very caring, but also very intuitive, is a person that listens to the heart, to what the inner tells her to do. So it could be that this is you. This is you gaining some emotional stability. After moving from the Knight of Cups, you're moving to the Queen of Cups, becoming emotionally manifested, and showing your love in order to make things work. So it could be that maybe you realize or the person you are with realizes that manifested emotions are very needed. Yeah. Then for the beginning of December, you enter in force. You enter with your representative card, the Star. The Star is representative for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. So there you are, here you are. So it's what does the Star says, that you reach a moment of hope, generosity, serenity, inspiration, inner guidance. And I wonder if manifesting emotions or your relationship, the emotional side of your relationship makes you feel yourself. It could be that. Or it could be yet again that you're looking for in the inside in order to find inner light and inner guidance. And you see how the woman in the card is naked. So why is she naked? Because being naked means not using masks, not using appearances, becoming oneself and being proud of who you really are, and show yourself to the world in that way. Yeah, so it looks like you know who you are, and you know what you want, and you understand your inner world, but it could be possible that you just do not know how to show it in the outside. You do not know how to ask for what you want and for what you need. Yeah. Then we have the two of Pentacles. So yet again, another confusion for me. And the Two of Pentacles comes right under the Two of Cups. So for some of you, it could be that with this card, you are juggling two people. For some of you, it could be that you are juggling your thinking and your emotions. But it looks like you really want to adapt to a situation and to be cheerful, to enjoy. And this could be the moment with the Star and the Two of Pentacles. Finally realizing what you are missing in your love life, and you are trying to find a balance in that matter. So as I said, it looks like the main problem is that you do not know how to balance emotions and passions. And this is what with this card, this is what you're trying to find the way to balance the two. It looks like you're in search for passion. It looks like you have the emotions, and it looks like somebody else has the emotions for you, but something is missing. And this is the moment maybe when you realize what is missing and what you have to do. And the next card is the King of Cups. So as you can see, we have a royal couple. We have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Again, water energy. Again, possible water sign. And the King of Cups is a very wise, calm, diplomatic, caring, tolerant person. Very emotionally stable and secure. Has a deep grasp of the human nature. Can balance the needs. Maybe this is what you're doing. You're trying to balance the needs of you and of your partner. It looks like you need more passion in your life, in your love life, and maybe your partner doesn't want it, or has not spoken about it yet, or your partner is feeling so secure in the relationship that you do not want to worry this person. You are worrying enough. And with the King of Cups, you can balance the needs of multiple people, including yourself. So told you, bit confusing. It's either you met somebody new, and now you're trying to meet and to balance the needs of everybody. Either you're in a three-party situation and you don't want to lose any of it. You don't want to lose any of the partners, but especially yourself. You don't want to lose your mind. This is, I told you, a bit confusing. But this person is very comfortable with all types of people. So it looks like either this is a couple giving each other love. There are two couples we have in this reading, the Queen and the King of Cups. And then further on, you will see we have the Queen and the King of Wands. And this is what makes me believe that some of you might be dealing with two people and two ways that they make you feel. Or that you are dealing with two needs, emotional needs and needs of passion and of life and enthusiasm. Either that you are in a very emotional relationship, very stable and emotional relationship, very balanced, and you need some passion in order to rekindle your relationship. The next card is the Three of Cups, and this, most of the time when I have the Three of Cups, is a three-party situation. But this card also represents friends, also represent being part of a group. You will see that we have two group cards. We have the Three of Cups and then we have the Hierophant. And the Three of Cups is about sharing emotions. And the Hierophant is about sharing thoughts and knowledge. So it looks like you are trying to find a balance also in not only in your love life, like romantic love life, but also in your group of friends and in your work environment balance as well. Again, a balance between emotions and between cognitive involvement. So it's either you meet somebody. The Hierophant represents also the zodiac sign of Taurus. It could be that you meet somebody new in your celebrating with your friends. Either that you or one of the two partners, if you are in a three-party situation, is married. So maybe you are married, which would explain the long-term relationship and the balance of emotions. Either your partner wants to get married and you don't know what to do. Either a third partner is married, and then that would explain the two pairs, the pairs of Queen and King of Cups and the King and Queen of Wands. So as entering into January, we start yet again with air energy. We start yet again with your energy. And the Ace of Swords talks about using mental force, being objective, finding out some facts, analyzing the situation, applying logic and reasoning, seeking for justice. Maybe your partner is entering into a three-party situation, and now you're seeking for your justice. You're trying to figure out what's happening. because it's been a long-term relationship and you have seen some unbalance in your partner, and now you're trying to find out what happened. It could be that as well. Yeah. But the Ace of Wands talks about mental force, about justice, about resolving a situation, facing problems, having a clear understanding, but also being honest. So either your partner, either somebody from the outside is going to speak their mind. He's going to communicate. He's going to try to be honest of the situation. So this could be that if you are in a three-party situation, that you finally decide what you want to do and you want to be honest because you feel guilty. Either your partner will come clean and will tell you, either the situation will clarify, or either you're going to let somebody new enter into your life, either you're going to continue in the same way. But this is about clarifying, about finding solutions, about resolving a situation. And after that, we have the Queen, the Queen of Wands. So I hope you will manage to understand something of this. I told you it's so confusing for me. The Queen of Wands, the wands in general, they represent fire energy. They represent fire signs. And it could be that after you have been honest with yourself, you will allow passion to enter into your life. Either in the form of somebody new, either in the form of a three-party situation, either you find the passion within yourself, because the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Wands, is a very attractive, manifested, self-confident, passionate, fiery, bold person. So all of these characteristics, they enter into your life one way or another. And I believe that this fire sign could be Leo. We had the Leo sign here in the Two of Cups, and now we have it here. Yeah. And then we have the Lovers. Then we have the Lovers, and the Lover cards represents either a Gemini. So for some of you, the fiery entity or spirit that enters into your life could be a Gemini that fires you up, that makes you passionate. But this could also represent that you acknowledge a connection. You think about the relationship. You feel attracted. As I said, this person is very attractive. So this is you answering to it one way or another. But this is about, once again, if in the star the woman is naked, so is in the Lovers card. The card Adam and Eve are naked, which means coming clean, becoming themselves, and wanting to be loved and to love just for whom they are. Because this is what true love is, ain't it? To give yourself away just the way you are, and to be loved just for whom you are, in your entire nakedness, the nakedness of your body and the nakedness of your mind and the nakedness and transparency of your emotions. Yeah? So you do reach love, pure love, eventually, either with your partner once you find out the ways to rekindle your passion. Either you end up a very emotional relationship and you become honest with yourself and you start a new relationship with a fire sign or somebody very passionate and bold and enthusiastic. Either you continue this three-party situation because it feels so good, but it looks like you do find true love. True love enters into your life and it makes you emotional, and now you're finding your passion one way or another. And then we have King of Wands. So the person that entered into your life very manifestedly could make you feel like this, like the king of the world, very passionate, very brave, very charismatic, forceful, confident, original, bold, creative. It's a good pair. But what is it with the two pairs? This is my problem, but maybe you have the answer. What's with the two pairs, the Queen and King of Wands and the King and Queen of Cups and the marriage? So it's either you transform a very loving relationship into a very passionate fire relationship. Either you move from an emotional relationship to a very fiery one, as in ending that and choosing the very attractive person and becoming yourself very passionate and bold and creative and enthusiastic. Either way, it looks like a win-win. Because the last card of your reading is the Chariot. And the Chariot either represents the zodiac sign of Cancer, either represents a personal victory. Yeah. Because you start the reading with you going inside and trying to manipulate all of these aspects, all of the emotions, all of the needs, and now you're going out as victorious. Either after going through a two-party situation with water sign and fire sign, you choose the water sign because Cancer is a water sign. But the idea is that this is the choice you are going to make is a good one for you. You are going out victorious of this entire situation. Whatever you choose, this has a good ending. Yeah, it's either you choose somebody new, either you choose to move on with your relationship and you finally realize that the passion is still there and that you are soulmates. Either if you're single and emotional, you find the fire in yourself and you find the fire in somebody and create a new relationship, and this is a karmic relationship and it feels good and you are just like, yeah, it's my victory. Finally, I've done it. Or somebody comes victorious. This might not be you. This might be somebody else. Or this might be the two of you feeling victorious. Either the two of you, either somebody else is coming out victorious and somebody is losing something. So either you're victorious and somebody loses, either somebody else is victorious and you are losing. Because it could be that you make a mistake in trading emotions for passion, in trading a long-term relationship for an adventure. It could be that. It could be that as well. But yeah, this is my understanding for your love life, my dear Aquarius, for the month of December 2017. As I said, very complicated and many options, and I believe that many of you will resonate with this because it's so complex the situation is so complex, and it can apply to all the categories of people, both single and in couples, both in long-term relationships and with flings. But the idea is that you have the Two of Cups, you have your card, and you have the Lovers. So either way, it's a win, whatever you choose. But this is about true love, and this is about soulmates. You find your soulmate. Either somebody new, either somebody from your past, either your current partner is your soulmate, and you figure it out. You figure it out that not only the emotions are there, but also the passion and the enthusiasm and the drive is there. So complicated but good. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please do subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.